So raising your vibration is all about intention. Ding, intention. Damn, I had too much black tea. The caffeine tolerance ain't what it used to be. Listen, imagine this. You're a brand new baby chicken. You're still in the egg part with the shell and stuff, the membrane. You're all gucked up. You want to get out of there. And there's only one option. You start packing. Welcome to the channel, Teach Learn Awakening. My name is Dylan, and I'm going to be Teach Learning Awakening? Something like that. So the idea of the name is, of course, when you teach, you learn, and when you learn, you teach. The grand gist of this is I've been through a lot of shit in my life, and it went like kind of like this. So that's approximately how it would go in hand signals, except for the part that I skipped where it goes and crashes all the way down there. All right. Addiction problems, really bad. Went to prison, homeless. All led to this beautiful awakening that has led me to here right now. My purpose is to help others, of course. I mean, I've always known that in here. However, that shouldn't be like that. However, I needed to kind of go through my experiences to get to the point where I am right now. So we're talking about how to raise your vibration. And what the hell's a vibration? Well, basically everything vibrates, all right? Everything's moving. Physical world's not real. It's an illusion. Dreams, all this, it's a dream. All this is basic fundamentals. I've delved really deep into spirituality, all right? I've read a lot of books. I've done a lot of meditating and a lot of self-work so that I can bring that to you. And listen, I got my tea right here. Wow, everything looks still. Everything looks solid, but it's all moving very fast. Now, vibrations in terms of us, we all vibrate at a different rate. For the most part, sometimes we get really close, and then that's when we're on the same level. Like, damn, we're really matching vibrations, matching frequency, right? That's when we're on the same level, and we're finishing each other's sandwiches, if you will. All right, you get it over? You hearing me over there in the back? All right. The collective conscious has got to a point where extraterrestrials have decided that it is now time for open contact. That's not some wacky dude on the internet coming up with that. That's highly deeply researched, highly deeply. That is one word, and you can look it up. All right, highly deeply. I won't say it's a fact, all right, but it's happening. I'm just going to let you know that. So you can either get on board or you can wait and be like, oh, crap, I should have got on board. So raising your vibration is all about intention. Ding, intention. Damn, I had too much black tea. The caffeine tolerance ain't what it used to be. You can give all your stuff away as much as you want, but if you're only doing it so other people see you doing it, think, oh, what a good guy for doing that. He's awesome. I love him. You ain't raising your vibration. You're actually probably lowering your vibration by doing that. So, raising your vibration is about being genuine and authentic. Sometimes that takes practice in this society because we're trained kind of to just do what makes us not look weird sometimes. Do what gets us the least amount of judgment, which is a whole nother thing. Judgment, you can pick that right up. Listen, you can pick up judgment You can take it right here. You can find your nearest trash can. Mine's over here. All right. And you can take it. You can throw it away. You don't need it. And listen, everybody else will learn to do that as well. So the sooner you do it, the better. The sooner you rip off that band-aid of judgment. I really should have a notepad because I tend to go off on tangents, I'm realizing. Ceasing judgment is along the awakening path. It's not necessarily the door to enter, okay? So patience is cool. Let me write this word down for you. Meditation. Some of those letters aren't fully complete. I understand that. All right. Just give me a break. Meditation. How important is it? You tell me. You tell me. Now, why is there even meditating, dude? What is this weird freak stuff, man? Who just sits alone in a room like that? What a. Well, here's the thing. Everything is you. You are everything. I am. I am. I am. Are we getting wonky enough for you? What the yogis find out after much, much meditation is I am. What? That's it. You're everything. You're a part of everything. You are everything. You're within everything, and everything is within you. So once you learn that, then you realize to judge somebody is to judge yourself, and to do harm to somebody is to do harm to yourself. And that, of course, follows the golden rule, which is in like every freaking spirituality and religion ever. Do unto others, etc. Keep your mustache clean as you would like another's mustache to be clean. All right, for example. So we're talking about raising your vibration, right? We're meditating. We're golden ruling, okay? You got that over there? We're treating people really good. What does that mean, to treat people really good? Shit. It means when you feel bad, you don't treat people bad. When you're down, you don't treat people downwardly. When you're not, you're, like I said before, authentic. Let me write that one down so we don't forget. Authentic. Like they advertise at restaurants. Authentic. You need to be you, which sometimes you have to, how to say, go like this, out of whatever shell is on you. You're shelled up. Okay? Crush out of that freaking. Get out of there, dude. Get out of that shell. All right? You're a brand new baby chicken. Listen, imagine this. You're a brand new baby chicken. You're still in the egg part with the shell and stuff, the membrane. You're all gucked up. You want to get out of there. And there's only one option. You start pecking. So that's what we need to do. We need to start pecking out of our shells that we built up, that our parents built up around us. Our mother hens have built the shell around us, this protective barrier around us as little baby chickens. So we got to break out of that shell and discover who we really are. So we got all the societal shell on us, holding us down, keeping us clustered up. And we just, we have to have the strength and courage to break out of the shell on our own and to do whatever we want out of the shell. And all the little chickens that are still in the shells are looking and like saying, what the heck? I didn't know that we could What's he? What? That chicken's out of the shell, dude. That's like an actual chicken now. I thought we were just eggs. I thought this is how we had to be. I thought we were stuck in this form forever because everyone said that this is how we were supposed to be. And everyone looks like this. So I thought we were supposed to look like this too. No. Go be you. Break out of that shell. Don't be afraid of being judged. And don't judge those that are judging you, if you know what I mean. In the way that like, oh, they're oh, little fella, you're still judging. Listen, you judge all the time. You don't even realize it. A good practice would be to just look at something with a clear mind without saying, oh, that is this color and looks like this and this has this shape to it and that looks. Practice doing that with objects. And eventually you'll be able to do that with people and you'll be able to look at someone and not say, oh, their hair looks like this and this clothes, oh, I wouldn't have worn that probably. And eventually, with practice, your immediate reaction will not be to judge. And right now, I can pretty much guarantee your immediate reaction, even if it is not necessarily negative, but it's a judgment. Even if, oh, that person's hair looks really good today. It's a judgment, but we want to maintain neutrality and balance so that we have the ability to see what's really around us, if that makes sense. We have a tunnel vision problem, really bad. And we got to break free of that. And that starts with practicing being non-judgmental. And that's hard to do when your entire life you've been being trained to be judgmental as heck. Why? Because that's how you survive out here on these streets, pal. I got to know if that guy's going to attack me if I walk too close to him, right? That's true. That is true. And it is important that you develop those skills this whole time. Good job. Now, take those skills right here, tuck them away somewhere in a satchel or something if you got a satchel, hopefully. I don't on me right now, but tuck it away in your satchel. That's what we call the masculine brain. Analytical, figure things out, survive, thinking, analyzing, survival in that regard. What we want to do is look more into let me write it. It's important. Feminine brain. Feminine side. What is that? What's the feminine side? The intuition, the knowing, the moon. The thing that gets abandoned by most people when they're young. Especially men. Nowadays, I think I would like to think I was one of the kind of last generations that had an old school dad, that's like, you got to be a man and you can't cry. And if you show emotions, you're a big old pansy. And that's kind of how I was raised, and by like brother type figures that were like that a little bit. So the feminine brain, love and intuition. There's so much more you know right now than you know. That's intense, man. That's fucking deep, dude. But it's true, honestly. So that is another topic, feminine brain, that we'll go into another time. But raising your vibration, all important in this regard. So we're talking about not judging, and we're talking about not taking things out on other people. We're talking about smiling when we don't necessarily want to smile. We're talking about interacting with people in a loving way, no matter what. Okay? No matter what. Because any negativity, any emotion, anything, that person did this to me, that person did this to me, that person made me feel this sort of way, and that person made me feel this sort of way. No, child. That's just not how it works. How does it work? It's all you. It's all within. It all comes from you. That's why the word to project exists, because you're projecting what you feel onto other people and making it as if, they said that to you, to get rid of it and to make yourself feel better. But in reality, that's not, that's just you. So how does that will help you also when you're interacting with people that are negative or that are treating you poorly. Of course, you never want to respond with negativity or treating someone poorly back. You just want to understand that the reason they're doing what they're doing is because of something unresolved, something happening within themselves. So when you understand that, it lets you have compassion and love for that person, no matter what they say, no matter what they do. And the worse it is, actually, the more compassion and love you'll have for them, because that's how much more that's how much they have built up inside that they need to figure out. So the best way to help them is to show them love and compassion back, because in a lot of cases, I think these situations is when people put negativity towards others, they get it back, and then it reinforces it, and it keeps going, and then they do it to the next person. So when you respond with love and compassion back towards negativity, that's when it changes the cycle, and that's when it changes the collective conscious, and that's when we have open contact. See, it's been a process like this because we are actually living in the best possible time we could ever be living. Even though people think it's the worst times ever and wars are no, we're living in, people used to not be able to feel anything. You used to not have time to have emotions because you had to survive or shut up, So these days, everybody can have emotions. Everybody can feel what they want to feel. Everybody can take the time, and I say everybody, and I know that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of people that are struggling and have their situations, right? But generally, this is the best possible time to be alive right now. And the now is always important, and we must take that and roll with it. In terms of contact, what's going to happen here? So we're seeing drones. We're seeing drones. Basically, they are open contact starts like this. Okay, they come to us in a very harmless way. It's all harmless. It's all positive. They're loving, more advanced versions of us, essentially. But they're going to show us in way that show themselves to us in ways that's familiar to us and not terrifying and scary. So they're coming out in drones, big drones, weird drones, but they're drones. They look like man-made, as kind of. So that we're kind of familiar with it, and we're not totally freaking out and rioting. Because if there was just a big ass mothership hovering in New York City and Los Angeles, then it's rioting and all the toilet paper is gone instantly. So they're not going to do that. They're very smart. So they're going to appear familiar and slowly. And by the way, all the major governments in the world, they all know. They all have been in, at least the U.S. government and probably a couple other major governments, have been in contact with extraterrestrials for years and years, a long time, like literally talking with them and working with them in scientific matters and things like that. The problem is there's free will, and the only way they'll go against the free will is if we go to nuclear war, which will never, ever, ever, ever happen. It's impossible because they'll stop it. And we've seen that before, Cold War and other situations where mysterious stuff happens. They hover over nuclear bases, erase nuclear codes, stuff like that. Because the problem with nuclear war is it can affect other dimensions and other beings and entities that are not us. And that's when they have to draw the line. So, should you be scared? No, I can't. I think I kind of covered that already. They're here lovingly. They're here to help us ascend and transcend, and that's kind of like why I'm doing what I'm doing now, because I'm also trying to help you get ready, because I know of this as well. I've studied and read a lot, and my main purpose is not about extraterrestrials at all. I already, they're chill, they're hella cool, and I offer my help to them if they need it. If they need to spread the word through this channel once it's popular, by all means. But that's not what the channel is about. This channel is a spiritual awakening channel about teaching and learning, and even meditation, yoga, healthy lifestyle, how to conquer addiction, how to stay out of trouble, how to love people, how to, like, I'll be giving you advice. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, and I'm going to say, if you do this and this, most likely this is going to happen, because I've done it before. And I know people who have also done it, and it's, that masculine mind coming in and being all analytical and beep, 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 beep. Science. But this is about learning and teaching and loving, and it's going to be much more than just sitting at this computer and talking into these two little fellas. It's cold right now in winter, so and later we'll be going outside. We'll be having fun. We'll meditate on a mountaintop or something. We'll go explore the world. We'll have fun. And it's a spiritual channel. I got tarot cards. I got my and I'll talk about what all this stuff means, and I'll recommend books, and I'll highlight, and I'll have other people on the channel, spiritual guides that are much more popular than I am right now, and other beings and entities and things like that. Okay, I think I covered enough in this video. If not, I'll come back and record, but I'm sending my love out to all y'all. If you enjoyed and all that stuff I talked about sounds good in the future, please subscribe and like and share. All that stuff you're supposed to say. But we do need to get this channel out there, so I'd appreciate it if you would help with that. Yeah, sending my love. Thank you for watching, and good luck on your journeys.